only to find out that the event was at their other fucking location. But I was like, damn, like, can anything fucking go right? Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, I'm Alana, and I'm so excited because I'm finally making myself go to a dance class. I made it to one so far this year. It was an Afrobeats dance class. It was really fun, really hard. I definitely embarrassed myself, but then like almost immediately after, I hurt my shoulder, and then I hurt it again, and then I got into a car accident last month. So your girl has been struggling. Thankfully, I finally got back into Pilates last week after a very long break, like a month. And today I'm going to a Reggaeton dance class at a new dance studio that is for women, so very cool. And I was supposed to go with my neighbor friend, but she couldn't make it. She had to work late, so going on my own, and I'm a bit intimidated because I feel like I'm gonna embarrass myself again, but very excited. So anyways, I got here a little bit earlier than planned. That's why I'm starting this vlog in the car. I didn't think I was gonna even get to start today, but we'll see what I end up filming in there. Maybe nothing, we'll see. And if not, I will tell you all about it tomorrow. So let's head in there. Good morning. It is Tuesday and it is already almost noon actually. I've been up for a while getting just random stuff done, but honestly, like I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a little restless because I don't have as much to do as I have been having to do like the last couple weeks, which is a good thing, but I'm like, okay, now what? Because I have the Laneige event this afternoon in South Beach, which I'm gonna leave at around like 2:30ish for. And it is now 11:20, so I still have a couple hours, like 3 hours, and I don't really have any other errands to run, nor do I want to. Like, I'd rather just stay home, have lunch, and then get ready and leave. So trying to figure out what to do at home. I'm also going to Pilates after the event, so I don't want to go work out anywhere. So I think I might literally try and catch up on Love Island because I am so behind and it's like stressing me out, which sounds ridiculous, and it is, but I'm like, maybe I should just catch up. I also have not been wanting to watch at night because I find the show so overstimulating that when I like sit down after dinner to watch something on the TV, that's like not what I want to watch. So I prefer watching in the daytime, but then a lot of days I don't have time nor want to. So it is not that serious, but I think that's a perfect thing to do for the next couple hours. And I've been wanting to get back to my bead embroidery, which I literally started last summer while catching up on Love Island. So I think that's very appropriate. And it's also so much easier with no nails on. And since I don't have any nails right now and plan to put some on before my event, I might as well do it right now. So that is what I'm going to do. But I wanted to tell y'all about the dance class I went to last night because it was so much fun and I'm so glad I went and I'm so excited to go back. I was really like nervous that it was going to be hard because I went to an Afrobeats dance class a few months ago and it was fun, but I found it really hard to keep up with, especially towards the end, and especially once you like put it all together and it gets like faster. I feel like I can follow the steps well enough and like I get the like choreography and like the instruction, but it's like when it's like sped up that I'm like, oh, what are we doing? So thankfully, like the reggaeton like songs, they're not like super fast. So I felt like that helped a lot in terms of like the pacing and being able to follow it. Granted, there was like a couple steps towards the end where it kind of like fell apart for me, which y'all probably saw. So I don't know if I'm gonna like practice that routine this week just to kind of like get more comfortable or just kind of wait for the next class, but I'm definitely going back and I'm very excited. One other thing I was nervous about too is since I live further north, from Miami and it's in Miami, I was like, okay, is this gonna be like a big pain in the ass to get down there? And is that gonna be prohibitive to me wanting to go regularly? It was not at all. It honestly was like so easy to get down there. I think because I'm like against traffic, there wasn't really any traffic at that time. I left around like 6:15. The class was at 7. I got there early. So that worked out. And then on the way home, there was no traffic either. So definitely think that that is not an excuse I can use. Granted, like the traffic is very unpredictable in Miami. So sometimes there is traffic going south at that time, but I think I can manage as long as I leave early enough. And then the other thing I just wanted to say while we're here yapping is that I am loving my new car. And I know it seems like it's not really like that important or like it's not that life changing, but honestly, I feel like it really is. And I think it's like for so many reasons. First of all, driving in Miami is not fun. It is stressful, it's chaotic, it's overstimulating. So being in a car that you truly love and feel safe in and feel like not just comfortable, but like at ease, that makes a huge difference in your quality of life, especially when you drive as frequently as most people in Miami do, like including myself, even though I don't commute, like I'm driving all the time. So that makes a big difference. I also feel like because it's like a nicer, newer car, I'm like more inclined to want to like leave a bit earlier so I'm not rushing and stressing and speeding and like I'm like chilling out a little bit on my like crazy Miami driving. So that's probably just good like across the board, but has definitely made my life feel a little bit less like stressful and chaotic. Granted, like it's only been a few days, so that's not going to be like my every single time like scenario, but hopefully more often than it used to be. And then also symbolically, I feel like because cars are physical spaces that we spend a lot of time in, they hold a lot of energy. And my old car I got a week before the pandemic hit, literally. Like I got it just in the nick of time. It might have been so much harder to get after everything shut down. So really grateful for that. But like we've been through a lot and I moved here from Maryland in that car. So I just feel like there's been like a lot of chapters, there's been a lot of struggles, like a lot of good times as well. Obviously, I started my new life here in that car, but I felt like it was time to move on. And after getting towed and then totaled in the same month, I felt like that was the universe's sign to just let her go and on to the next chapter. And for me, this new chapter, especially with like the new moon yesterday, is representing more ease, more luxury, more support, more groundedness, and not feeling like I have to scrape by just to survive, struggling to get by. Like, I don't need to go with like the cheapest possible option of everything just to save money. Obviously, I got a good deal on my lease, which I'm really happy about, but it is still like over $350 more per month than I was paying on my old car since I had no car note for the last 4 years. So we are upgrading. Yes, it's going to cost more money, but that just means that more money has to come in to cover it. So very happy about this new chapter that me and my new car have started, and can't wait to see where it takes me, literally and symbolically, metaphorically. But I'm going to start my little bead embroidery in Love Island, and I will check back in with y'all a little bit later. dressed and ready to go. I'm wearing the outfit I think I told you all about, the white Zara jeans, these cute little pearly seashell-y heels from Target, and this top I just ordered from Amazon for the event because I wanted to match the theme. And then I also got these press-on nails that kind of match, but they're like a little bit more pinky. But anyways, they're cute. And I'm leaving a little bit later than planned because I sat watching Love Island and scrolling on TikTok for longer than I should have. So I need to get in the car and leave right now, and I will see y'all there. Just walked in from the Cairo, and as you can see, I also stopped at Home Goods because it's in the same shopping center, and I am gonna do a little quick haul and then show you guys what I'm about to do with all this stuff because I'm very excited. So all of these are like organization acrylic bins and a couple bamboo ones, which, hold on, let me put this stuff down. Okay, I'm very excited because I am definitely like a very organized person. But I've been realizing the last week or two that my like pantry and cabinets and fridge were hella disorganized, and now that I've started to organize them, it's getting on my nerves that I don't have enough things to organize them into. So that's why I picked up those bins. I also picked up a couple bamboo ones to try and do my junk drawer, which I only have like 2 junk drawers in my whole house technically. I have one in the kitchen, which I'll show y'all, and then one in my desk. And the reason I have those is because I have like a lot of kitchen utensils that don't match the pretty gold organized one, and it's just like the spillover. And then my desk drawer, that drawer just never got installed properly. It was like broken when I installed it, so it doesn't pull out all the way. So I don't want it as like my main drawer, but it just holds some extra stuff. And even that I organized earlier this year. So aside from that, I also got this decorative bin, which in my head, I'm like, I can use this to display towels in my bathroom, but realistically, I don't even have room for that. So I don't know why I bought this, and I probably will end up returning it. And then I also ended up getting these beautiful bowls, which I'm so excited about. So I've been wanting a really big, wide, and deep bowl like this for so long, for like ramen, pho, soup. Just having a nice big deep bowl is so like satisfying to eat out of, and I always end up using like a mixing bowl, which are like plastic. So I wanted to have something proper, and I absolutely love the color of this. I never see ones that are like pretty. They're either just plain white or they have like that traditional like old school like Chinese restaurant like design inside, which obviously makes sense for ramen, but it's just not my aesthetic. So I'm really glad I found these and I got 2 of them. So these are basically the only like decorative things, and then the other ones are more organization, but let's get into the organizing because I'm excited. Okay, so this is my fridge situation right now, and it's honestly not terrible. I think the worst part, which is still fairly organized, is up here. I just have like so much stuff that I keep for my matcha pop-up. So I have like some syrups here, a bunch of like milks, heavy creams for cold foam, and then some stuff that I use. This is a random mishmash of things. This is usually where I put like cooked foods, which I don't have much of now because I'm at the end of my food. And then down here, same thing, kind of a random mishmash. So that is all fine. It could be more organized, but I'm not too concerned about that. But this drawer here, I feel like when it gets full, it can be a little bit chaotic. And I saw a YouTuber the other day put drawers in here so that you could use more of the vertical space. And I really like that idea. So now that I'm looking at my, also down here is so fucking random. I have seltzers. I have this smoked salmon, which is so old. And then I have a bunch of like NAD that I think is probably expired. But anyways, we're not going to worry about that drawer, just the rest of it. So let's see what we can organize in here. To be honest, I'm not sure if I love this, and that's why I didn't take the stickers off, because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Granted, this is just like what I have right now. It doesn't necessarily mean it will work for everything that I get, but I feel like this is a little bit better because this way these are not all spread out. This is not all spread out. This is kind of contained here, and then whatever else is left can go in front. So I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. Okay, so I got these because for whatever reason, I thought that's how big this drawer was, and I was way, way off. And honestly, I don't even think, well, I guess it kind of fits here. But like I said, I use this shelf for like leftovers and stuff, and this one as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to want that there. But I may try it out and like put some of the stuff down there and here and kind of have that free. So TBD, we'll see if that works, but I guess for now I'll just kind of leave it and try it out, and then I can return what I don't need. Okay, moving on to this drawer. As you can see, it is not organized at all, which honestly is fine because, I mean, honestly, it does annoy me, but it's not like the end of the world. But just compared to this one, it is definitely not as aesthetic or as functional. So I'm going to try and change that. I got 2 different options, these or these acrylic ones. I don't know which ones will work better, so let's try it out. But let's first take everything out of here. Struggling because clearly, as you can see, I can't fit everything in there, and there's a couple things I know I can take out. Like this, I can put in my utensil caddy on the counter to get it out the way because that's taller and bigger. And then all of these knives are from my like old apartment, which I literally never use, but I just held on to them because obviously they still work and they're good if you're like going on a road trip or going camping, or even just like going to like the beach or a grill or whatever, and want to like put these in a bag. So I have them just for that, since I already have them, so I might as well hold on to them. But I can actually put these somewhere else. I'm going to put them in my old cooler bag, which I already plan to put in my storage unit, so I can get these out the way. So pretty much everything else fits. The one thing that's really not fitting is this, but to be honest, I only use this in the fall time for apples, so I can probably put this elsewhere as well, which is kind of annoying to not be able to have it out, but honestly it is what it is. At this point, I would kind of rather have an organized drawer, so we're gonna leave it like this for now. I definitely think the acrylic ones work better than the bamboo. The bamboo is just, it would have been cute, but it wouldn't have really helped that much, I don't think. And yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna go with the acrylic ones. And I think that's it for now for organizing. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this section up here. Okay, so this is a basket that I just showed y'all, and what I wanted to do with it is like put it here where the slippers are and fold up some towels. I just feel like that would be kind of cute. So I don't know if that will work or even be necessary, but I kind of want to try it out. The only thing is obviously I have all my slippers here, but if I'm being really honest, like I don't need 3 pairs of slippers. These are literally falling apart. These are loose, so I usually wear them like right after the shower just to go walk to my room and change, and then I change into one of these two. So I just feel like I'm doing too much there with having 3 slippers. But granted, I really don't need this either, so I'm gonna see if I can like roll up some towels to put in there and see if that even looks good, and then decide what I want to do. Okay, so this is the rolled up towel situation, and honestly, I feel like it's not giving the way I thought it was going to, and I kind of don't like how it's like mismatched shades of green. So even though this is cute and it matches some of the other stuff in my bathroom, like the shower curtain, I just feel like this is unnecessary, and it's probably also going to annoy me having this here, especially since I do like having my slippers there. So I think this is going to be a no. Hey y'all, so it is fully the next day. I had such a bad migraine yesterday, even as I was filming those clips of me showing you guys the like organization bins. I thought I was gonna faint, so I had to take a nap. And then I just spent the rest of the day binging Love Island, trying to finally fucking catch up, which honestly, it's a lot. Like that show is so just stupid. I feel like I'm losing brain cells as I watch it. Unfortunately, I am being held at gunpoint, so I do have to watch every single episode from start to finish. So, anyways, we just had to get through that, and the day was kind of a wash after that. And then I went to get fuzz, I showed y'all, but I realized that I never actually caught y'all up and like told you all my story time about the Laneige event. So I am going to do that right now. First, I want to show you guys what I got because I'm very excited. They were giving out this little goodie bag, which I'm honestly a little surprised that they only gave this out. It's like the travel size, sample size little whatever of the products, which I'm like, y'all invited us here and only gave us a sample size, which I'm grateful for. And honestly, I love minis of everything. I love having travel size stuff. I love little like cute packages like this, and it's like just an easy like grab and go container, not container, pouch. So I am happy about this. However, I was not leaving there with all the full size products, so I ended up just taking them off the display, which my friend who was there told me someone told her that we could, so I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. I am going to leave here with everything. Also gave out this blurring powder compact, which they were doing like engraving for, but there was such a long line for it that I was like standing in line for a little bit, but then I was like, I don't even care about the engraving slash like I don't want it because I feel like it's gonna ruin the packaging. It's such like a nice clean white package. So I just went to the front of the line and was like, can I just take one? And she's like, yeah, sure. So I got that. But I'm actually really excited because literally as I was getting ready and leaving the house for the event, I was thinking that I literally need something like this. So very happy about that. It's just like a clear, oh shit, it's like coming out. It's like a clear, like powder, loose powder for just like shine control. I don't know. I don't really get like oily. But in the summer, obviously, I get very sweaty and then everything starts to kind of like just get crazy looking. So this is definitely nice to kind of like refresh. Let's say if you're like out and you want to take a picture or just don't want to look crazy. So definitely excited about that. We had like another station where you could spin the wheel, which I showed y'all. There were 3 different wheels, which each had like different prizes going from like the smallest ones to the biggest ones. So obviously I was like, let's go big or go home. And I got this tote, which I do not need. You've heard it here first. I have way too many totes, both from events that I go to where they give them out for free, or I don't know, like I just keep acquiring totes. I don't understand. I literally got one at Target a few weeks ago and I was like, I don't need this. So I went to return it and the girl was like, oh, really? It's so cute. I was like, I know, but I don't freaking need it. Like, please just take it back. So do I need this? Absolutely not. Is it adorable and am I going to use it? Absolutely yes. So very happy about that. But then I also saw that a bunch of girls had this really cute little like structured case thing that's like one of those like makeup organizing cases with a handle. And you had to choose between the tote or that. And then when I went back later to spin the wheel again, like at the end of the event, she's like, oh, you have to choose one of the other wheels. I'm like, I don't want any of the other things. So I just did it anyways. But then when I went to ask for my prize, I just pointed to this and she was like, okay. So I don't think that they were really coordinating, but I was like, whatever. I am going to get this little pouch because that's what I want. I really don't care about the other stuff. It was like, I think you could choose between like an Octo Buddy for the back of your phone, which I don't use. I always use a pop socket and I think those things are stupid. And then like a bucket hat, which I also don't need because first of all, like I have so much hair. I never wear hats like that. And all the bucket hats I have, I've like ended up giving away because I just think they look stupid on me. Anyways, did I need this? Probably not. And honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to use it for, but I love that it has like this organizing thing, but you could also take it out. So I don't think I'll use this for makeup because I like using a smaller pouch. Like I have a pouch like this. This is my like skincare minis pouch. And then I have another one that's about that size for makeup. So I don't really need like a hard case. But one thing I was like actually low-key thinking I could use this for, which might be perfect, is either with or without this thing, putting like a matcha bowl in there with like the whisk and then having this be like a travel case for it because obviously it being like a hard case, it will be very protective and it's a perfect small little size. So I might literally try that out next time I have to go travel somewhere or even just like want to throw it in my car to like take somewhere, which I have done before. So I will test that out and report back. But let's get into the actual story time because I feel like there's a lot to like recap about this. So first of all, I got invited to this event directly from Laneige. They sent me a DM a week ago and your girl jumped up and down and screamed when I got this invite because I have loved this brand for years. I've been actually buying their products myself for years. I don't think I've ever gotten any PR, like anything free from them or any of their products for free unless it was like from like the Sephora birthday gift. Like I've only purchased their products with my own money and I love this brand. I love like the products themselves, but I also love the packaging, the branding, like the whole thing. Actually, I didn't even know it was Korean skincare, so I love that even more. And it's funny because I saw in our DM thread that I had actually DM'd them like late last year asking to get on their PR list and they never responded. So the fact that they circled back later, I just like love those moments where it's like, okay, they didn't respond, but then like they ended up reaching out later. That's happened to me multiple times. And the event was at the Shelbourne Hotel in South Beach, which is a hotel that I just like love the aesthetic of. It was renovated a couple years ago and it's just so beautiful. So here's where it gets kind of crazy. So last year during swim week, so not this past swim week, but the one last year, my friend Jess and I went to the Shelbourne to go to this little like pop-up shop. But we were being directed down this hallway to get there, and we accidentally were directed into this gifting suite that was in the same venue where this event was. And as soon as I realized like what it was, I was like, okay, like just like play along, like let's get our free products. So as we were literally at the Laneige station, like taking Laneige products, which I think we only had grabbed like a couple things, this lady comes up to us and she like asked us a question. I forget what it was, but like basically like, did you check in or like whatever, something like that. And my friend did not play along, so we ended up getting kicked out, and it was in the most humiliating way possible because even though there wasn't really anyone around, she just like made such a scene of it. She like made us get the stuff out of our bags to give her, and I had like a clear bag, so I couldn't even hide it. And it was just like so unnecessarily like over the top and like rude the way that she went about it. And obviously, you know, I left like with my head held high, but it was just so like humiliating. And I try not to take it personally, but it just felt like, damn, like even when you like are able to like get into these spaces, like you don't belong, you're not allowed there, you don't have the actual access, like you're just pretending. So like that honestly really stuck with me for a while and it made me feel like shit. So that sucked. And then like a month later, not even a month later, almost exactly a year to the date of this event that I went to, I was invited to a brand event It was like Purely Elizabeth, like that granola brand. So not a brand I like care that much about, but a brand that's like well known. And they had a Pilates event at Fuse House, which is a really cute studio. I'd only been to once, but I really liked the aesthetic. And it was in South Beach. And I was like, this is exactly the type of event I've been wanting to go to. So really excited. This is coming like weeks after swim week. So because it would have taken me like over an hour to get there in the morning, the event was like at 8 a.m. I was like, you know what? Let me just splurge and go like the extra mile and get a hotel for the night before around the corner so I can have like a nice little staycation of it, wake up in the morning, feel relaxed, have my morning routine, and just like walk over rather than having to like stress out and sit in traffic for an hour and just get there feeling frazzled. So I did that and I was having such a nice morning, and I walk over to the event, literally get there right on time, only to find out that the event was at their other fucking location. Not South Beach, South Miami, which without traffic, I may have been able to get there late, but it said it was going to take an hour, another hour from where I was. I was so upset. I literally crashed the fuck out. I think this is in one of my vlogs. So if you've been around for a while, you've probably heard about this. I sat and cried for like 20 minutes. I was so upset. And I managed to salvage the day, but like it definitely was so disappointing. And I didn't get invited to anything for so long after that too. So that was like even like worse. And then to add even more insult to injury, I had parked my car at this like public parking lot near the hotel, and like because I didn't really need to, I was just walking around that day. So I had like paid for the parking. But then when I finally went to my car at the end of the day to leave and drive home, I had gotten a parking ticket from literally like the 30 minutes in the morning before I had started paying for parking. So I was paying all day, but still got a fucking ticket. Granted, it was only $36. So I think by that point I felt so defeated that I was just like, whatever, like just add it on. But I was like, damn, like, can anything fucking go right? So the fact that almost a year to the date later, that was June 18th. This event was June 16th. Like, that is insane. I was invited to an event by a brand I really like. It was at the same venue as the one that I got kicked out of the year before. And after I went to Pilates at the same studio that the other event was supposed to be at, where I didn't end up getting to go to the event. And it was just like a smooth, seamless day. But like, there's so many even more like crazy details. So like, the morning of the Laneige event, they emailed saying that we get like a Uber code, so that you could like Uber for up to a certain amount for free with their code, which is so cool that the brands do that. But I live too far away to Uber, so I asked them if they can validate the valet parking, and they said yes. So it was so nice getting to just pull up to the event, pull up to this hotel in my brand new freaking car, hand the keys to valet, and just walk in. Like, no stress, no looking for parking, no having to walk far. It was so nice and such like a 180 from how my life had felt up until recently. And then the fact that they validated the valet, didn't have to pay for it. How crazy is this? The valet parking charge was $36. Yes, the same exact price as the parking ticket on my car a year ago. Like, the synchronicities are blowing my freaking mind. And it's honestly like so insane how much things can change in a year. And I've been thinking about this analogy of like a spiral. So like, it's not 180 in a sense that like, you know, I'm kind of coming back full circle to like the same point in the year, this kind of same exact place I was, but like we're elevated, we're on a next level. So it's a spiral that it's circling, but it's going upwards. So I'm just honestly really grateful. And I feel like this accident was such a blessing in disguise, because it was a catalyst for change that's been desperately needed, that I've been waiting so long for. And honestly, like, I don't just sit around waiting. Like, I put so much effort in, and for it to actually come back to me in the form of getting to upgrade my car finally to something bigger and safer and nicer feeling, getting the invitations I've been waiting on, getting recognition, visibility, all these things, it just feels so gratifying. And the crazy thing is that like, I decided for June I was gonna lock in and post every single day. I didn't even gain any followers, but within a week of deciding that and being consistent, I received this invite. So if you're watching this and you have gone this far in my rant in the video, and you are a content creator or you want to be a content creator, take this as your sign that you don't need to have a lot of followers. I've been creating content for 9 years. I'm still under 3,000 followers on Instagram, which is insane. But even without having gained followers, just by me showing up consistently, posting my content, I got invited. So hopefully that is inspiration for you guys. And I'm going to wrap up this rant because I actually have a call soon. But I will check back in a little bit. I have a package I'm waiting on, which I'm really excited for. It's like an organizer dresser thing for my closet. So after my call, I'll go grab that and then I'll show that to y'all. And then we'll see what we get into the rest of the day. Okay, I got the dresser and I think it's going to be pretty easy to put together since I don't have to like build much. I'm just like putting the rods together and then the drawers go in. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I'm very excited to see if it even fits and works in my closet because I need more storage and I want to get more organized. Obviously, I've been on an organization kick, so let's see if it actually works. Okay, well, I just finished putting together like the base of it, the structure, and it was kind of a pain in the ass to be honest, but it is done. And now before I go putting all like the handles on these little like cloth drawer things, I'm gonna try putting it in my closet because honestly, it's a lot like shorter, like width-wise than I thought it would be. And I don't know that that's really going to work for me. So let's try and get everything out of the closet and see if that even works before I finish putting anything together. Okay, so here's my current situation. My closet is pretty organized, and basically what I have are like a couple storage bins of like summer clothes and like my Shein stuff that I just keep as sets in the little like Ziploc bags. Extra purses, my main laundry. This is like basically stuff that I have worn, but it's not dirty yet, but I don't want to hang back up. Like basically stuff that usually ends up on the floor or a chair. And then this is like towels. And then here I have like my fall winter clothes. And then here is my luggage. So everything is organized, but I need more storage. So I'm gonna have to move all this out. I can move some of the bins over or into my other closet or my storage unit, but I'm still gonna need room for these bins. So if they don't fit on top, or if like it doesn't take enough room front to back and then there's like dead space behind, it may not work, but let's see if we can make it work. Yeah, well, that is pretty much useless, so that's really disappointing. There's like too much space behind it for it to actually really be useful because I can't really fit much behind it. And then I don't have enough space on either side or on top. I wanted something that goes all the way back so I could at least put the bins on top, but that's clearly not going to work here. So I just wasted my time and money, and I'm not worried about the money because I can return it, but that means that now I have to take this back apart, which is so fucking annoying. So that is going to be an L for today. Honestly, what I need, which I have been looking for and was trying to get like a month ago, is just like the IKEA Malm dresser, which is like a plain white dresser with 3 big drawers. So I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and try and find one of those on Facebook Marketplace. I just got this one because it was cheap, and obviously if I order it from Amazon, it'll be here within a couple days. So instant gratification, but it did not work out, so I'm gonna have to take this apart, put it back in the box, and see if I can return it, which is gonna be a pain in the ass, but we're just gonna make it happen because that is not gonna work for me. All right, I just did a little bit of editing of my last vlog, and y'all know what time it is. It is time for hot Pilates. And yes, us Miami girls, South Florida girls, we are fucking insane, and we do hot Pilates all summer. As if it's not already hot enough, but I just love it. So let's go. So excited.
Yeah, I'm number one, and I feel like that bitch. And I heard what they said, they don't say it like this. Stepping over shit, cause the shoes might fit. All these haters wanna watch, tell them look at my wrist. Tell them
hey y'all, happy Friday. It is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth as well. I'm so sad because I just went to the UPS store to return an Amazon package and print out my menus for my matcha little pop-up tomorrow event. And the guy that's always there when I go, who is like so nice and friendly and who's always telling me he wants to try my matcha. I'm so sad because I brought him a matcha today and he wasn't there. Like, what are the freaking odds? So that's super annoying. But I did go into Publix next door to get a couple things like the coconut sugar that I use for some of my syrups. And I just had to get these. They're so freaking cute. They're like mini mason jars, ball jars, whatever you want to call them. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use them for, but I feel like I can definitely find something to use this for. And look how freaking cute. So I will either find something to use this for my pop-up or just use them at home. But also, how freaking cute would it be to like prep a little matcha shot in here and like put it in your purse on the go, like in case you need like to save a bad matcha or something like that. Or even like, I mean, glass isn't the most practical for like traveling, but if you're traveling and like want to have a matcha at the airport, but like obviously they don't have good matcha at like Starbucks or anywhere, and you want to like prep the shot in here and then just ask for a cup of ice with oat milk, that also works. You could also like bring this empty, bring the powder. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to use this for matcha, but I also feel like there's other little small things that I could store in here in my pantry that like wouldn't fit in a bigger jar. So regardless, I'm just very excited for these. I love anything mini and cute, so we love these. But the rest of the day, I'm basically just going to be doing a little bit of prep. I don't have much. I need to just make a few of the syrups and sift matcha into a tin so that I don't have to spend time sifting it tomorrow, because that's what really slows me down. Like the actual whisking doesn't take that long, and I refuse to pre-batch the matcha. Like I'm gonna whisk it by hand on each, like for each drink, but sifting definitely adds time and it's like not necessary to do in the moment. I can do it the night before. So that, and then loading the cart up in my car. But I probably won't film too much of it because honestly, it's kind of annoying to film, and I already have a whole series where I show up multiple times. So if you want to see more of the behind the scenes of like my matcha business stuff, go watch that series, the Matcha Founder Diaries. But for today, I'm just going to try and get through the day with minimal effort, minimal struggle, and I will let y'all know the next time I do something worth sharing with y'all. It is later. It is like 4:30. I'm finally done with prep. I brought my cart down to my car. Unfortunately, my neighbor friend who I was supposed to hang out with tonight and was going to help me ended up last minute planning to go out of town for the weekend. She left kind of early. So I went to go do it myself, but then I ran into my other neighbor friend who usually parks next to me, and he helped me. So that worked out well, but I feel so overstimulated from running around doing stuff for my event prep all day. So as you can see, I'm ready to go to the pool and relax for a bit. I just want to like lay out, read, swim in the pool a little bit. It's definitely very hot out, so I am excited. Also, I don't know if I ever showed this in a vlog, but I got this a couple weeks ago at some random little like touristy swimwear shop in Fort Lauderdale, and this initially was together like $140, but I got it for $20 because it was like in the discount bin. So love that for me. And I love the fit of it too. I don't like when bikinis have like too much fabric in the back because I feel like it's just gonna bunch up in my butt anyways, and I don't want the tan line. So this is really comfy, it fits well, and I don't really have anything in colors like this, but I think it's so pretty. So let's go lay out and sip our matcha at the pool. Happy Sunday. Today is Father's Day, which if you've been around for a while, you know is a hard day for me since my dad passed away 3 years ago. And since he passed away end of May, this is actually my fourth fatherless day. So it never gets any easier. And honestly, today has been not too bad, but I definitely had a hard morning, and I'm really just trying to take it easy today because of that, A, and B, because yesterday was just a lot. I was like deliriously tired when I got home. I didn't sleep well the night before. I woke up not feeling well either. And it was just a very long, like, morning and early afternoon. Like, half the day was me being out for the event. And then I almost passed out on the drive home. I had to come home and unload everything by myself. And it was just really hot. Like, it was a lot of work. So definitely happy to take it easy today and like stay home or close to home. As you guys saw, I went for a walk. And I think I'm gonna go head out to go to this Nike clearance store near my house. The shoes that I've been doing my hot girl walks in and that I wear for pretty much everything, I've had them for 2.5 years and they are falling apart. Like, I need some new white go-to walking shoes, and I've checked the Nike clearance store a few times because obviously they have better discounts than like the regular Nike store, Finish Line, or any like other sneaker sellers. And I've gotten some like really, really cheap ones there before. I got a couple pairs of black sneakers before I went to New York in October, and one of them was $20. So I'm like, I'm looking for a plain white pair that is $20, but that's like cushiony enough for me to go on long walks with, because I have like some other sneakers that aren't as comfortable, aren't as squishy, or like not as supportive, and I just need ones that like are basically the same as what I have, but maybe like looking different or like slightly less chunky, because the ones I have just make my feet are huge, so they make them look even bigger. So anyways, I'm gonna go there, and then I do want to pop into Aerie because the shirt I got when I was at the one at the mall, it's so oversized that even the small is like falling off me. So I want to grab an extra small. I think that they have a sale ending today, so I definitely want to get it today. And then I figure I'll just pop into a couple other stores. I might pop into Ulta to get this hair gel that I keep seeing on TikTok. Maybe I'll grab a smoothie from Pura Vida. I don't know. We'll see. Don't know how much I'm gonna film while I'm out because I just want to have like a chill day and not be overstimulated. But I was thinking too, like, I have a bunch of random little like home updates that I feel like I haven't included in here that I want to show y'all. So I may quickly do that before I leave, or I will wait till I get back because actually I need to put the sheets on my bed, and I'm washing the duvet cover, which I usually don't do because I don't really like touch it. But I am washing it today, so I'll probably have to wait till I get back to make my bed and actually show you guys stuff. But I did want to show you guys this update because, as you know, I got a new car, and the OCD is always OCDing, so I can't have anything that's not matching. So I literally went and got this like key cover on Amazon, which I'm honestly obsessed with. And at first I really hated the shape of the key, but I feel like it's perfect because it can be covered fully, and I feel like it just looks so like cute now. It's like decorative and it doesn't look like a car key. Like, it just looks cute. And it matches this little AirPods case that I've had for like over a year now. And then I don't know if I've shown this, but I also got this little key fob holder to hide my key fob for my apartment. And I love how it looks. Obviously it matches, but I love that it covers the like ugly blue key fob that's in here because that was bothering me so much. And then just because, again, OCD, I had this little like whatchamacallit, the Loops earplugs, these ones that I like carrying on me because anytime I like go somewhere where I need them, I'm like, great, I forgot them. So I want to have them on my keychain at all times. But they were in like a black case, and I'm like, that's just not gonna work. So I found this pair of earplugs on Amazon that were like the same shape and size. So I just got it for the case. They were $5 and just took those earplugs out to put these in. But look how cute the keychain is now. I'm so obsessed. Everything matches. And again, your girl has OCD, so things have to match. I need everything to be matching, symmetrical, or I will freak out. So happy about that, but I will check back in with y'all later. Y'all, tell me why it just took me so long to find a parking spot. Normally what I love about this shopping center is that there's so much free parking, like huge wide open parking lots, and I never have to look for parking ever. There was not a single spot in the lots. I didn't even bother looking because I saw so many people circling and like praying like a hawk. So I was like, let me just go to the garage, and I had to go up to like the 3rd floor. I've never even parked in the garage here before, so that is crazy. But I'm like, you know what? I think one thing I've been loving about this car is that it just makes me naturally like not as much of in a rush. Even though like that shouldn't make a difference, it has made a difference. So I'm like, it's fine. I'm chilling. I'm not in a rush. I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. So like, it's all good. And also I get to have a nice view from my parking spot, which I'm about to show y'all. So like, it's all good, baby. Genuinely so overstimulating and so annoying and unenjoyable. I went into a lot of stores, but there was just so many kids running around and screaming and just so many people, so I didn't end up filming most of it. And I literally didn't find anything I was looking for in any store, which I guess is a good thing because I didn't spend money. So the only thing I spent money on was that smoothie, which was definitely needed. It was a nice little refreshing treat, and I just needed to like sit in the AC. But I am going into Sprouts now because it's in the same, or like the other side of the shopping center, just to grab a couple things and then head home and like eat a little snack. I'm supposed to catch up on Love Island later tonight with my neighbor who went to Orlando for the weekend and will be back from out of town soon, hopefully. I haven't heard from her, so I don't know if we're still doing that, but that was a plan. So that is what I'm gonna do until then. But I'm done filming. I'm done just with the weekend in general, so I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know when the next time I'll film is, probably the week after next, because I'm going back to Maryland to see my mom this next week, so nothing to film there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the meantime, make sure you go watch some old videos if you're having withdrawals. Also, I do want to show you guys some home stuff, so I'll try and do that in the next one. Remind me, don't let me forget. And if there's anything else you want to see in these vlogs, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. And if you've made it this far, love you. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.